In the deep south of the United States, many human rights abuses are going unnoticed. Political conditions surrounding the U.S.-Mexico border are tense, and the United States government is responding by constructing a wall between the two countries, a wall that is costing taxpayers as much as $15 million per mile to construct. On the United States side of the border, thousands of people are living in colonias. The term colonia is used to describe rural and unincorporated subdivisions lying just outside of the city limits, and therefore not required to obey city ordinances. Colonias are characterized by substandard housing and inadequate plumbing and sewage disposal systems. They are highly concentrated poverty pockets that are physically and legally isolated from neighboring cities. Along with poor infrastructure conditions, the issues that children and families face living in colonias include unemployment rates around 20%, rampant chronic diseases, no health insurance, poor prenatal care, and dropout rates close to 50%. Hidalgo County, one of the poorest in the nation, helps draw the southernmost border of Texas. One of the colonias that we visited in this country, Las Palmas, had their only park taken over by gangs, drugs, and violence, leaving community members shut in their houses and their children with no place to play. Through much work and collaboration with other community members, they soon cleaned up the park and re-established the space as a community area. These days in Las Palmas Park, you can find a soccer game being played from 9 in the morning until 9 at night, Monday through Sunday. This park and these soccer leagues have empowered the Las Palmas community to come together. Many people have remarked not knowing their next-door neighbor that they might have lived next to for years, until they met them on the soccer field. While the rocky dirt soccer fields seem to be a far cry from the soccer fields that many of us remembered from our youth, the people in Las Palmas were extremely thankful to even have a park and the opportunity to interact with their community. The organization, known as La Union del Pueblo Entero, or Lupe, works with farm workers, immigrants, and their families to transform the communities in which they live. Cesar Chavez founded Lupe, rooted in the belief that members of the low-income community have the responsibility and the obligation to organize themselves, and through their association, began to advocate and articulate for the issues and factors that impact their lives. Cesar Chavez once said, "We cannot seek achievement for ourselves and forget about progress and prosperity for our community. Our ambitions must be broad enough to include the aspirations and needs of others, for their sakes and for our own." Through our experiences volunteering with Lupe and the self-help housing organization Proyecto Azteca, we were able to see the urgency of the situation and need for change on the border. For the memory of playing a team sport as a child or as an adult, for believing that everyone should have the opportunity to know and trust their neighbors, for the privilege of having a park in the neighborhood you grew up in or where your children play now, or for the hope that one day communities all across the United States will have these things, please consider making a donation to Lupe to work with community members on projects to improve the park in Las Palmas. You can make a donation online by visiting http://www.lupergv.wordpress.com and clicking donate. Remember that Lupe is a nonprofit organization and donations are tax deductible. If you are unable to make a donation, please help us spread the word by sending this video on to others you know. Thank you.